Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake. Welcome back to the channel. I am a full-time couch flipper down here in Tampa, Florida. And essentially what I do is I buy couches below market value and I sell them at market value. Typically what I do in the first video of the week is I go over my last week's profits, what I bought them for, what I sold them for, how many I sold. I definitely want to do that in this video, but I also want to go over what I did for the entire month of February as well as January and do a compare and contrast to see if couch flipping is worth your time. All right, well, let's start with what I did last week. I ended up selling 6 units, and I'll go over exactly how much they were. So the first one I'll start with, I'll put it right here. It's like an ocean blue sectional. We ended up getting this one for free. It was a nice subdivision down by my house. It was probably a $2.5, $3 million home. They were giving it away, so we picked it up for free. We put it on the marketplace for $340. And we actually ended up getting $440 for it. And how that happened was the lady who bought it actually needed help taking out her old couch. It wasn't something that I could go ahead and sell because it was so disgusting. It had pee and poop from dogs and cats, and it was just absolutely gross. But anyways, she paid us to take that to the industrial dumpster down by her house. So we were there for maybe an hour extra longer than we typically are when we deliver couches, but she paid us for our time. So we got $440 off a free couch. So can't complain about that. I also sold a leather couch recliners. I think there were 2 couches and they were both powered. We got that for $150. They were both extremely heavy, but we ended up selling it for $500. And actually, the guys came and picked it up here. So whenever they can come pick it up here and I don't have to deliver, it's super convenient. I also got a gray sectional. We picked up for $100 and we sold for $400. We also got a blue couch and love seat. This one we also got for free. The couch was actually in like perfect condition. I didn't even really have to clean it, but the love seat was like used and abused. And what we did was we had to sew the seams on the cushions and we had to do a lot of cleaning on the couch, but ended up coming out really well. Sold that one for $250, and that one actually went to a lady in St. Pete who is a Airbnb owner. She owns a few Airbnbs, so she always needs couches and stuff, so I definitely got her contact information for future business. So those are always good to find. We also sold a couch and an accent chair, and where I'm at down here in Tampa, Florida, those are gold. And this particular one just happened to be brand new. This lady who had it, they never really used it. She said they may have sat on it a handful of times. It was this really nice blue couch with an accent chair with really nice pillows. That one we picked up for what was it, $50, and we sold for $300, and it went like that. So, like I said, those are really good ones to keep. We also got a gray couch and love seat. That one we picked up for $75 and we sold for $400. My wife posted it and it sold, she said, within like 2 minutes. So really great profits this week for the 6 units that we sold. The week actually started off super slow, but it ended up being a really solid week. So happy about that. Now let's get into our February and January numbers and see what we can change and tweak to make our numbers higher. All right, so since we just wrapped up the month of February, obviously it's a shorter month, 28 days. Let's kind of go over what we did and our sales, our profit, and how many units we sold. Starting with the units, we did 27. We sold 27 couches in the month of February, which is one away from selling one a day, which I'm super stoked for. I think that's great for my second month in. My total sales was exactly $9,300. And my total profit off those sales was $6,870. So did we hit Ryan Pineda's $8,000 a month profit flipping couches in my second month? No, I have not, but I'm definitely happy with where I'm at. Obviously, I'm learning which couches to get, which couches to stay away from. Being 2 months in and being this close to that goal, like I said, I'm very content with. If I were to hit it right away, I think I wouldn't be as excited. So I really do want to beat this goal, and we will get there. So that's what happened for February. And let's kind of go over January's numbers real quick, compare and contrast, and see what I can do differently. So in January, we actually sold 26 units. There was 31 days in the month and only sold 26. In February, there's 28 days and I sold 27. So I think that's definitely on an upward trajectory. So happy about that. My total sales for January was $9,375. So I was literally $75 short off a short month between the 2 months. And then my profit off the $9,375 was $6,760. So it was almost identical between January and February. Um, so that was kind of discouraging for me because I definitely want to see an upward trajectory. But this is a long game. I'm going to keep doing this until I master it and move on to the next challenge. But right now, I'm pretty content with that. So totaling units of what I've sold since I've started this journey is 53 units. 53 units, and my total sales is $18,675 in the 2 months that I've done this. And out of that, it's $13,630 profit. So super content with that. So one thing I noticed that I definitely want to change from what I did January of this year and February of this year going into March is actually what I did for the first 2 months is I would work the week and then I'd pay myself on Sunday night. That way I would be able to like pay bills, put money in the bank, and make sure that the world keeps turning. What I think I'm going to do, and I did that week by week, I think because I wanted to see how things were going each week. But now that I know that obviously their money is there, college flipping is real. It is worth your time. You can make $100,000 a year doing this, depending on how hard you work and how much effort you put into it. But now that I know that it's real, I think it's going to help me get through this little plateau that I'm in by paying myself every other week, like I would in the corporate world, anyways. Because I've noticed on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously, those are my big selling days, but I've noticed that I'm kind of putting my foot on the brake on buying new units because I want to because if I'm buying new units, it's coming out of my profits of that week. And if I want to show that I'm doing really well and show my wife, hey, this is worth our time, I didn't want to go out and buy a couch for 200 or buy a couch for 300. So what I think is going to really help me, and we'll find out at the end of the month, is if I keep putting my pedal to the metal all the way through the weekend, at least for one weekend. Let's say I have $2,000 from the week in profit, and instead of putting my foot on the brake, I take that $2,000, and depending on how much room I have in the garage, I buy more couches, buy more couches, buy more couches. So that way, by the end of this, that's going into the next weekend, I will have plenty of money, and then I would, because I still have plenty of money, I think I would keep my foot on the pedal. Instead of like putting my foot on the pedal or my foot on the brake Friday night, Saturday, and just sell, sell, sell. I want to get these units out. I want to do, make my money for the week. I think giving myself 2 weeks in order to do that, I think my numbers are going to just skyrocket. If any of you guys who have been couch flipping for longer than 2 months, if you guys do that, please let me know if it works. I do think I hit an epiphany by thinking that, and hopefully my sales will increase. All right, so before this video gets too long, I do want to thank you guys for sticking through this long. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I do drop 2 videos each week. I'm going to try to start doing 3, but so if there's anything you guys want me to cover, please comment below. I know a lot of you guys are saying that you're starting this side hustle. You've been doing this side hustle. I would love to, build this community. Learn from you guys as much as I hope you guys do learn from me, because obviously all I want to do is bring value and give you the journey of how I'm taking literally nothing and trying to turn it into something. So I appreciate you guys' time, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.